Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you can tell, this is not your ordinary Reddit video. And of course, it is r/entitled parents. So yeah, I guess this is it. So, starting with this first one, posted by Wet Sock 11013 in about an hour, in about 13 hours ago. So ignore the 13. That's just an hour. So English isn't my first language, so please pardon grammar errors. Backstory. I was in 4th grade, so I used to play a lot of football. I was very active in school. I also used to fall a lot, but it wasn't serious or anything. My father has a job where he has to go out of town for 3 months in a row, or more sometimes. Anyways, so one day I realized that in my left eye there was a blurry gray spot in the middle. When I went home, Jesus, I can't read this. Also, no, so when I went home, I thought that before I tell EM, aka OP's mom, about this, I'd rather play a bit of PlayStation. I know it isn't right of me to do so. So after I played, I told my mom about it. She just said, just stop acting and study. I tried convincing her, but she wouldn't change her answer. And went on for a few weeks. This dating got bigger and blacker. I learned how to use my other eye for all of my activities. After about 1 month, I couldn't see anything at all from my left eye. I gave up in hope on convincing her. Then after a month, my dad came back home. I told him what happened, and he said the same thing. I completely lost all hope now. After a week or two, I went to visit the closest family friends. I told their daughter what had happened because we were pretty close, and told her parents who told mine show me to the doctors. Okay. Finally, we went the next day. What happened when they found out was what had happened. They told my parents and admit me to the hospital. Now, after some tests and scans, they concluded I had optic neuritis. This is a rare condition where optical nerves get swollen and cannot pass information to the brain. As much as I remember, they did apologize to me, but also said it was partly my fault for getting injured a lot. Okay, ITD. I don't know what that means, but I had an eyesight problem which my parents ignored till I was blind in one eye. My parents... Oh, so this is just the plot of it. Okay. This next one next one is from u/dose of chronic. EM pulls me over because I'm not wearing a helmet and speeding on a bike and then tries to steal it. Okay, let's start things off. This is my first time posting in this subreddit. I figured out I'd share one of my most recent encounters with an entitled mother. So, okay, about a year ago, I got a brand new SE bike. The bike itself is worth about $1,000. And I love it so much. A week after I got the bike, I decided to bike to the nearest 7-Eleven, which was about a mile away. On my way there, I was biking at fast speed because I wanted to get there and get home fast. Now, whenever I sped up, I make sure that no cars are on the road because I don't want to hit anyone. So, out of nowhere, this woman runs in the middle of the road and starts screaming, "Stop!" Over and over, most loudest voice I have ever heard in my life. Even when my neighbor's dog started barking, so I'm still going fast and stopping her in the middle of the road because me to come. Okay, started barking. So I'm going fast and her stopping in the middle of the road causes me to come and complete stop. I nearly fell off my bike. Now my memory is digital and pretty hazy, but here's what I can remember. So, enter the cast. OP equals the person that's encountering this Karen. EM, entitled mother. MK, mother's kid. PF, poor father. And finally, D for driver. So I stopped not far from where EM stood. Confused, because I thought something happened, but then she started walking over there. EM, do you have an idea how fast you're going? Yeah. Don't AI me. You could have hit someone like my child. My child was on the front of the yard playing with her friend. Ma'am, there's no one is on the road except for you. Now how could I possibly hit your child? At this point, I was pretty pissed and in my face. Don't get smart with me, boy. Don't get smart with me, boy. My child or someone else could have easily ran into the road and get hit by you. Now I was pissed at some random woman just called me boy and was screaming in my face. Excuse me? There's literally no one else on the road except for you. After I said that, EM's kid started running towards her. She looked like He was about 8 years old. Mommy, please stop arguing. Trying to do my best young person voice. Mommy, please stop arguing with and come play with us. Ugh, no. Go get your father and maybe I can play with you. Fine. Entitled Mother's Kid then said that in its rest zone I really felt bad for her, and shortly after MK, Mother's Kid ran into the house as fast, and her friends sat there waiting. Me. Is that how you really treat your kid? You just turned her down. Don't tell me how I should raise my kid, boy. Maybe I should tell your parents how to train you properly. Now I was livid. Me. OP. Maybe you should learn how to how to have respect for others, and treating them like spaghetti. And my parents taught me properly, unlike yours. Now she was red in her face. She was a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. Don't you swear in my neighborhood, boy. My parents raised me right, unlike yours. Also, I'm not going to point that out, but bruh. Okay. You should be wearing a helmet while you bike. Now, logically, I've been wearing a helmet because they increased the age limit where I live. But from what I heard, more than half of the cops just let it slide. I'm sorry, but are you my parent? You have no control over what I do. Secondly, this is not your neighborhood. Now, there was a car honking at us repeatedly from behind. Shortly after, EM flipped off, gave the driver the bird. Now one thing to note. There's one thing to note, that this park is in the street, so the driver couldn't just move around us. After entitled mother, or EM, gave the bird to the driver rolled down his window. Excuse me, can you both please move aside? I need to pass through. I was shocked. He was so calm about EM just flipping him off. Don't tell me what to do. Now pointing at me. I'm trying to taste this inconsiderate piece of spaghetti. And how not steal from people like me? I was dumbfounded and confused. Not only was I cursed in her neighborhood, she literally changed the subject and went on telling me not to speed and I should wear a helmet. Now, I stole something from her. Wait, me? What did I? EM cut me off. You stole my daughter's bike! Turns to driver. Sir, can you give my bike back? Now it clicked in me. EM wants to get the driver on her side because he didn't know what had happened, so he wouldn't look like a fool. Turns to me. Young man, please give EM the bike back. He said mostly stern, and the most sternest voice I have ever heard. Now I really want to just book it and run. And mother's kid came out and ran to Em. Mommy. Em cuts off her own kid. Boy, give me my daughter my bike now, or I'm calling the cops. Until MK cuts off her own mother. Dad was right about you. You're a liar. That's not my bike. That's somebody cutting off. Em put her hand over MK's mouth to spaghetti her up. Spaghetti her up. MK started to cry and struggle to break free. The driver rushed out the car and pulled Em away from MK. Em lets go of her child and slaps the driver. On the right side of his face. He even backed up and held his cheek. Mother MK then ran inside crying and backed up. Started crying inside. Her friend followed. Now I've helped, but I didn't want her friend. No, I didn't want to get involved by anything. The kid was being choked, and was actually about to die. Then I would for sure help. Driver, what the spaghetti? It's wrong with you. Em, don't touch me! Em started heading towards me, but poor father came through the front door. He called out Em's name and turned to him. Em, and she turned to him almost instantly. Em, okay. Em, stop this right now. We're done. Get the spaghetti inside this house now, and leave these people alone. His voice was loud and stern. Em looked like she was about to cry. What? Okay. Don't what me? Get inside right now. But now! Okay. And with that, Em ran inside, covering her face with her hands. MK ran inside with her friend and went back to having fun. The driver and I walked over to poor father, who had calmed down by now. I'm so sorry both of you had that happen to. I was thinking of filing a divorce. I was thinking of filing a divorce with her, and now I will. Guys, I've learned I need money more than anything. She's damaged. I'll be more than happy to pay for it. The driver and I both declined the offer. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Kid, I'm sorry that I believed and yelled at you. Me. It's good, man. Don't worry about it. So after that, I just biked home. My parents asked me what took so long, and why I didn't buy anything. I just told them that I went to my friend's house and my parents would probably never let me bike again. Moral of the story: don't try to lie your way out of this situation. It's a very bad idea and might result in their consequences. It actually happened to me once, and I feel entitled mother, but I'm still not on her side. I think she's still quite rude. I'm still on OP's side. So this next one is by Art McFunction. Entitled Mom doesn't realize that I'm her kid. So maybe not that one. Okay, this next one is by Miss Jean Mifini. Am goes 5-year-old in front of everyone. Actually, this is probably going to be end of this video. I'll see you inside the next video, which might also be a Reddit video about entitled parents or probably insane parents. Let's see you inside the next video, and I'll see you inside the next